That didn't sound good, did it? We done got us a no-start John Deere. And can you believe it? I don't think it's a carburetor issue, but I could be wrong. Customer brought it in, said he was out cleaning up leaves, running fine, shut it off, went inside for a little bit, come back out. No start. Wouldn't do nothing. He said he took the battery out, took it down, and had it tested. And they obviously stuck it in backwards. Welcome back to Rayleigh's Small Engines. I'm T-Bone. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this battery out because it's in there backwards anyway. They just threw it in there when they got back to the parts store. We're gonna double check it because I think this is electrical. I may be wrong. We're gonna find out. No, this video isn't sponsored by Top Don, but that's the tester I'm gonna use. I'm gonna put a link right down in the description for you. You might even see a little thing up on the screen up there for you to clicky on it and whatever. Let's see if this thing's any good. So this battery says 340 cold cranking amps. All right, it says 12.58 volts. Hit enter. Battery test, enter again. Regular flooded, enter again. Cold cranking amp. 340 is already there. Now, all you got to do is hit your up, down arrow if you need to change that. Let's see. 97% healthy, good battery. That's what it says. You know how I know it's good? I don't. That's just what this thing told me. Let's put the battery in, hook him up, and see what's going to happen, Captain. So when you're hooking up a battery, you put on the positive first. And that way, if your wrench hits something, you ain't gonna have no sparkles if the negative ain't hooked up. You know what I mean? When you take a battery out, take the negative terminal off first. Now, you may be asking yourself, well, what is that thing sitting right there? Man, I'd like to have me one of them. This right here. I'll put you a link to one of them right down in the description. Guys got to make, these are affiliate links now. I'm not sponsored by Milwaukee or, where is the other battery cable? Or Top Don in this video. But if they want to send me some free stuff to try, that'd be great too. We'll find out. Oh, is the key off? Yeah, key is off. Let's hook this up. So I don't know what's wrong with it. It's durable. That's the fall test. All right, let's set this parking brake. He said it wouldn't do nothing. Sound like it's doing something to me. Watch this be a bad camshaft. It was turning over. Well, I don't know. Watch it be a camshaft. I thought it was going to be electrical because they had the battery out. What I get for thinking, huh? This is just a little quick check to see if I get any pieces, parts out of here. If I do, that's not good. I don't see no metal on it. I don't mean it ain't broke. All right, let's do this. Get it past the compression stroke. It might just be a valve adjustment. All right, spin over now. Spinning over good. Will it run? Maybe we need a valve adjustment. I don't know. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna see if it'll pop off. Okay. It don't want to start. Well, he said wouldn't do nothing. And the way I understand won't do nothing means it won't do nothing. This one's doing something. It's turning over. That ain't terrible, which that ain't gonna stop it from starting. It'll do something. It'll bark, fart, do something. I'm gonna give it a little shot of 50-to-1 gas. You can use brake cleaner, car cleaner, whatever you got. This little thing's cool. I put 50-to-1 in that because I can start my 2 strokes or my 4 strokes. It don't matter. Please don't backfire in my face. Uh-oh. Well, she busted off. All right, we're gonna check to see if any fuel's coming out. But yeah, I can hear that solenoid clicking down there, so that's working. See if we get any gas to the carburetor. All right, let's pull it. Yeah, there's gas right there. Let's crank her over. She's pumping fuel. All right. All right, our next thing, we're gonna go ahead and check, making sure that camshaft's doing compression release things. And I'm gonna show you how to look for the bump. Let's pull this spark plug out. That was on there. That way it's easier to turn the engine over when we go to check these valves. They may just be out of adjustments why it don't want to turn over. Then we'll figure out the other issue. Well, that's pretty black. Well, we know it runs. Now, a lot of times these valve cover gaskets will have RTV holding them on there and they're hard to get off. You have to take a screwdriver or something, and a lot of times you'll bend that valve cover up. If you get you one of these, a 5-in-1 tool, that's a real thin, and use that and bap it with a hammeroid, and it'll come off and won't tear it all, bend it all up. Now let's just turn this over. And we're gonna see if this bad boy's got the bump. While that's open right there, got my feeler gauge, 4 thousandths. Oh yeah, that's real loose. I'm feeling, and it should be just a little, just a little teeny little bump in there if that camshaft is good. There she goes open. Oh, I could feel it in my finger there. It's good, it's good. We just got to adjust valves. So all we're gonna do, take the lock bolt loose right there. And then I'm gonna use my fingers and turn this nut till I get that in there right. Now notice I got one valve open and this valve is closed that I'm adjusting, okay? You can do it top dead center and all that if you want to. This is easier, faster. Now we got our intake open and our exhaust closed. Yes, I'm gonna do 4,000. Ooh, that one is on the money. All right, let's see, do we see the bump? All right, I just saw it. Now you watch that valve right there real close. That's coming open. Let's go close back. See the little bump right there? See it? That's how all the little bump is. So, one simple adjustment. We're back in business. She ought to crank over nice and easy now. Maybe that's why he pulled the doggone battery out. Maybe that's what he meant by won't do nothing. I didn't see it that way. That ain't what I heard, I guess. Guess everybody describes things differently, you know. Ain't nothing but a thing. But we're going to see if she'll turn over good now. Then we'll address the rest of this mess.
T-bone in the swamp, look thick, ain't no slack. Red and black threads, long hair down his back. Did battery, bad gas, all that junk. Tools in his hand, grease on that pump.
That sounded a lot better. Let's try it again a time or two. Let's give her a little choke. Is the choke working? Yeah. It's pumping fuel and it was running, he said, so I don't want to pull the carburetor off it. That didn't sound good, did it? Oh, come on. Is there any... Oh, I know it's pumping gas. I think it might be out of gas. I'm going to have to open the door and let my heat out. Well, that wasn't too bad, was it? I told y'all we was going to talk about electrical, so I guess we'll talk about some electrical. Do y'all want to see that? I see you. I see you, but I can't tell if you're shaking your head this way or that way. I don't know. Whew, I don't know where that's the fumes out of here. Oh, I got to put this clamp back on. So a big mistake a lot of people make with electrical problems is they guess and they don't test. So a lot of times people will think electrical when it does that and does that little barely turn, and it ends up being something simple like a valve adjustment. But I've seen them end up buying new starter, new solenoid, I've seen them do seat switch, all kind of stuff. And it doesn't need that. And this filter, that doesn't look bad at all. They'll go through all that stuff and you don't need it. But some people don't know about that compression release. And you got to look for that little bump when you pull that valve cover off and then set them bad boys to the 4,000ths. And it should be more gooder. All right, let's fire up again. Now, just so y'all know too, that backfiring the stuff, one thing, I think it was just really cold because it sat outside last weekend through. We had snow in South Carolina. Can you believe that? 3 inches. So it sat out there and it was freezing last night, and I had just pushed it in here, and it rained yesterday too. And it was right at the edge of ice yesterday. Real close. All right, let's choke her and let her see how she's gonna act now. Sounds good now. So, simple things first, folks. Adjust them valves periodically. That's just a maintenance thing you ought to do every so often. I don't know how often to tell you. Do it once every other year. It depends on how much you use your mower. You start hearing the problem hard to start, check the doggone valves, okay? Do it that way. Thanks for tuning in to Rayleigh Small Engines. I'm T-Bone. This is your Get to the Point channel. Hope it helped you out. Click that subscribe, maybe a thumbs up, and share these videos with your friends. We'll see you soon.
T-Bone in the swamp, look thick, ain't no slack. Red and black threads, long hair down his back. Tip batteries, bad gas, all that junk. Tools in his hand, grease on that punk. Mower's dead quiet, ain't no roar. T-Bone cussing, kicking down the door. Sweat drips, hot Louisiana sun. Fixing that mess for the day's done. T-Bone wrenching in the swampy night. Red eyes glowing in the pale moonlight. Dead batteries, bad gas all around. T-Bone's fury gonna bring them back to sound.